in there, in some of the flats, right? There's so many. Before, in there, in the supported living, there were only like 7 people who got mental health problems. You know now? How many now? Oh, there were at least 4 or 5 people admitted in there. And they're now like seven, I think 10 to 12 people. And some of them are like age 35 to 60. Yeah. And then the second building, they're like age uh 30 to 50, something like that. See, can you imagine? You know, don't they think what are the reason and causes why these people are becoming depressed or something? Like in the workplace, the manager doesn't have any training about autistic, so they inundated with more work with Cheeky, right? In the contract was 4 hours per day, so 20 hours contract per week. What happened? He was given 6 to 8 hours work in a day. So can you imagine the stress he ended up, right? And he's autistic, yeah. So he was working instead of 20 hours, which is part of the contract. That's the actual contract, 20 hours per week, which is 4 hours per day, which is 5 days. He ended up working.
Well, the point is, somebody, either you, because he's not capable, should have gone in and had words with the manager.
But I didn't know that that will happen, you see.
Oh, well, you knew it was happening when he was going out to work.
Yeah, but at
You
that,
should have got then. You should have gone if you thought he was going to be put under stress. You should have gone to the manager and told him that about your son and his autism, and he can't deal with stress. And can he stay to his contract?
yeah,
It's no use leaving it. But I've noticed that's what you do with loads of things. You just leave it and hope it'll go away.
no, I was busy working, and I didn't know that that will happen. I didn't know because this is my first time to deal with autistic. First time, if I've known that long time ago, then I would have known. I would have said something. But I was busy working. I was also stressed at work. I was also bullied at work. And then I'm dealing with Cheeky, having this problem. And I didn't even know that that will happen. You see, you just go with the flow and then something bang. Mm. And then, and I didn't realize that he's already suffering until he became ill. And I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. What is that? What is he suffering from? And then he was given this medication, sertraline, which is very high milligrams. I think it was 40 milligrams or 80 milligrams. And I didn't give it to him all the time because I don't know. He sometimes he doesn't want it, and I thought that will help, but it didn't. And then he started collapsing again. I didn't know why it's causing it, what's causing it. And then this lady GP said that we're going to reduce the propranolol to 10 milligrams. I said, yeah, I just followed because I don't know. I don't know the effect of it. And I think it's the propranolol that also makes his blood sugar low, and then he's collapsing, you see. And then again, he was given this sertraline for 1 month. by this doctor who doesn't know anything about mental health. He should have referred Cheeky to the psychiatrist immediately. No, no, no. He wanted to deal with it, but he didn't have the ability, or the ability to diagnose someone with mental health problem. He didn't know. He should have given it to the psychiatrist referral, because they're the expert. No, she said, oh, let's try to give him sertraline for 1 month and see how it goes. And I didn't realize that sertraline also induced psychosis. And I didn't even know. You see. See, no one told me. You have to do a lot of research. And I found out that sertraline is causing the psychosis. And then I'm always checking him if he sleep. He's a light sleeper as well. So I'm always checking him. Are you sleeping? Are you asleep? Sometimes he will say, yeah, but he's fully awake. You see, you don't know. And then in the end, he started having these symptoms. And he's taking this sertraline. And then after 1 month, the chemist said to me, let's try it again for another month. He said to me. Oh, said, of course, I trusted them. And then when he continued the sertraline again, and then he started having a psychosis. It's worse. And then when he was seen by a proper psychiatrist, he was told, stop the sertraline, take this olanzapine. And then when he took the olanzapine, he was always sleeping, asleep all the time. And
All medicines have side
yeah,
effects. They tell you that sometimes on the packet.
yeah,
But all the medicines
mm,
have side effects.
mm,
So you're not going to get a medicine for David that doesn't have some kind of side effects on him, because it will.
yeah. And then I found an information online that no one told me, that the olanzapine can cause seizure, can cause stroke or heart attack, and it can be deadly. That's why I'm keeping an eye on him. No one told me that, but online they said, didn't you know that this olanzapine, when you're taking this, it can be dangerous. So now I'm keeping an eye on him. That's why I always ask him, how's your headache, 0 to 5. He say nil. Sometimes he will say 3. Or how about dizziness, 0 to 5? He will say to me. And then the mental health worker asked me, how did you monitor him? Well, I'll ask him. I asked him, how dizzy are you today? I always ask that question, how dizzy are you
Yeah, but
today?
you can't carry on living his life for him. He's got to live his own life. He's about 28 now,
Yeah,
and you can't go on living his life